Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Down to Earth Gardening and Design, and welcome to today's video, which is on alliums. So a little bit about them and when and how to plant them. So we recently just got a big shipment of fall bulbs, so spring flowering, fall planting, and we unpackaged some alliums, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm trying some different varieties here, and I just thought I would share with you what I'm trying. So I will review the varieties, but they're such hardy perennials. They're winter hardy in zones 3 through 8. I'm in zone 6A here in Connecticut, and they're very easy care, and they are also rabbit, rodent, deer tolerant. So you all know, you've probably seen some of my videos where I'm battling rodents, deer, and whatnot in my yard. So I'm really excited to add some more of these to my garden. So we've already gotten started here. And like I said, fall is the time to plant. Right now, we're getting into November. You can plant them right up until the ground freezes. So November in my zone is a great time to plant them. And to get your best selection, you want to order them as early as you can. So you should already be thinking about what you might want to plant next year. So as far as the different colors and styles and a little bit about them, they have different heights. They have a really nice, sturdy flower scape, and the flowers are more like globes that sit on top of the tall stems. And they come in shades of white, silver, pink, purple, and even some blues and a little bit of yellows. And so they do come in some different heights. Now, commonly, I have grown and planted Globe Master is one of my favorites, Gladiator, because they make such a strong impact. So those are my tried and true. But like I said, they're pretty easy to grow and hardy. So I would say go for it as far as selecting your variety. So my bulbs here, I have some that I started planting, like I said, and I'm just going to show you what they look like. So I always say that they look like a Hershey Kiss, and you're going to want to plant them with the points up. Now you can plant them either in groups, but you can plant them as singles and let them bounce around your garden. So I'm going to do a couple of groups or drifts in this garden up here. And the bigger the bulb, the further apart you want to plant them and the deeper. So rule of thumb is you want to plant them depth-wise 2 to 3 times the size of the height of your bulb. And you want to give them enough space. But you should see planting directions for that on your package. So we have a little circle here that Josh has dug out, and we're just planting them roughly 6-7 inches apart. I would say the diameter of the circle is probably 18 inches or maybe 2 feet. And then we're going to have a little group here. So I wanted to show you what that looked like, and we do have a little video clip of Josh prepping that there. So as far as varieties, you all know how excited I get about my flowers. This here is Silver Spring, and it's late spring, early summer, which typically that's when the alliums do flower, which is a really great time. It's after the tulips and kind of when we get a little bit of a lull in our gardens, the end of spring when summer's starting. So they're really going to shine then and fill that lull. These get 24 inches tall. They're a bright white blueberry. So they are kind of what they're named for, Silver Spring. They have a very silvery flower head. So they get about 24 inches tall. And it does say here on the package, planting depth about 6 inches. And that's kind of the normal. Like I said, the bulbs come in different sizes. If you want to do 2 to 3 times whatever the height of that bulb is for a planting depth. So I have 2 groups of that variety up here. And then we're at our boulder wall, the terracing here. We're going to do 2 more groups of another variety, which is called party balloons. Now, super excited about these because the flower heads are supposed to get 8 inches wide in diameter. So I can't wait to follow up with this video in the spring when they're flowering, late spring. The height is about 18 inches. So pretty purple pink, late spring, early summer. And like I said, the flower heads are about 8 inches in diameter. So those we're going to do 2 groups on the next level down there. And then we're going to go back down to my roadside garden because these are such hardy perennials. We're going to plant a few down there. So I also do want to mention that after they flower, you can also leave the heads to dry on them for a little more interest, to extend the interest in your garden. So you can leave them in your garden, and they also make a beautiful cut flower. So if you're willing to forfeit them in your garden, go ahead and make some bouquets out of them. Now I'm planting the bulbs today, but you can also buy some nursery plants in the spring and summer, and you can plant them already potted and started. And most commonly, I see the variety called Millennium that comes in nursery pots that you can plant. So today I am just showing you how to plant the bulbs in the ground, and of course talking a lot about flowers. Okay, so we're planting the last bag of bulbs, and I am down by the water across the street. Because they're so hardy here, such a hardy perennial, they're going to be great in this roadside bed that gets a lot of neglect and a lot of winter weather. But this final bag is called Purple Sensation. So they have a smaller flower head. It's purple, lilac purple, which I love. And the height is 24 to 32 inches. So I just want to show you the bulb because you can see that it's a much smaller bulb. So I'm really excited about this because I do think that the alliums look beautiful in a mixed border. And this garden down here, I just renovated. You may have seen the fall renovation video for down here. Doesn't really have a lot that's going to be going on in the spring. There's like a few smattering of daffodil bulbs, but that's it. So these are going to be fun down here, and it is kind of a purple theme, as you can see right now. So we are doing these in smaller groups, but I also wanted to mention that these do best in full sun or part sun. So all the areas that I've planted today are full sun. So when it's time to start wrapping up your gardens, it's a lot of fun to start thinking about flowers in the spring and do a little planning. So that's it for today. I'm going to finish planting my bulbs, but I appreciate all of you at home. Thank you so much for joining me. I love doing these videos for you, and if you like this one, please go ahead and tap like and hit subscribe to our channel. We have a lot more gardening videos in the works.